right. Hey, everyone. I hope that everyone is having a beautiful Sunday as it is beautiful out here this Sunday. I'm going to jump right into it. So, daily bread action says, rest in my presence, allowing me to take charge of this day. Do not bolt into the day like a racehorse suddenly released. Instead, walk purposefully with me, letting me direct your course one step at a time. Thank me for each blessing along the way. This brings joy to both you and me. A grateful heart protects you from negative thinking. Thankfulness enables you to see the abundance I shower upon you daily. In everything give thanks. This is my will for you. So with that being said, I said to myself, I'm sorry, I'm gonna start reading my daily bread, and then maybe y'all will know what I'm talking about. Like, instead of just going off of that. But resting in his presence, allowing him to take charge of each day. He don't want us to be like I've said plenty of times before, you know what I mean, just waking up and just getting out there, just going, you know what I mean. First we stop and we pray and we thank God for waking us up every morning, you know what I mean, and for the things that he's about to do for us that day, you know what I mean. We spend a little time, listen to a little praise music, read at least one chapter or a Bible verse or something, to give God his time, you know what I mean, before we start the day. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little sick. But just allowing him time to get his stuff together too, you know what I mean, for us, you know what I mean, to take charge of our day, you know what I mean. Give us direction for the day, lead us where he want us to go for the day, to open up the doors that he's trying to open up for us for that day, because nothing, you know what I mean, that we have planned for ourselves is better than what he got, you know what I mean. So for me this morning, I woke up, you know what I mean, I prayed, I read, I listened to my praise music on my way to go take a shower. And you know my daughter was moving a little slow. That was a little irritating me because I was just ready. I was excited. I'm ready to get to church. I'm ready to pay my tithes. I'm ready to be in the house of the Lord. You know what I mean? I'm ready to lay on this altar and give my cares for the week, you know what I mean, to him. You know what I mean? I'm ready to hear this good word that God got for me. You know what I mean? I was just ready. You know what I mean? And even in that, God said, wait, slow down. Slow down. You know what I mean? Like, chill out. I'm not going nowhere. You know what I mean? Where I'm thinking, I'm about to miss church. You know what I mean? I missed the church time, that I wanted to go to, but then, gas wise and time wise, I ended up trying to go to another one that I be going to. And, I wasn't sure if it started at 10 or 11, you know what I mean? But it's already almost 10 o'clock, you know what I mean? And here it is, I'm going in circles for like 45 minutes, you know what I mean? Trying to get to the church, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what, the GPS kept taking me, I don't know, to some houses instead of a church, you know what I mean? And it's like, I know that the church was in that area, you know what I mean? And here I am getting frustrated, I'm about to be upset. My daughter's sitting over there looking like, it was just, you know what I mean? Because I'm about to melt, you know what I mean? Because that's all I wanted to do. I woke up excited. I woke up ready, you know what I mean, to be in his presence, to be with him, although he's always with me, you know what I mean? But I was just ready, you know what I mean, to do what I wanted to do, you know what I mean? And that wasn't the church that I was going to go to, the one that I ended up going to, although it ended up being a blessing, you know what I mean? And he was talking about salvation, you know what I mean? Something that I needed to hear, you know what I mean? So I learned a lot. So it was good, you know what I mean, that I ended up at the church I ended up at, you know what I mean? But I promise you guys, at first I was freaking out, you know what I mean? Like, the GPS sent me around in a circle like 3 times. It took 45 minutes to do them 3 circles, you know what I mean? And so finally, I just pulled up, I parked, I got out the car, and I walked off, you know what I mean? My daughter's sitting in the car like, oh my God, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I just had to walk off because I wasn't trying to be upset, and I didn't want to cry. Although my feelings was hurt because I thought I was going to miss church, and you know what I mean? And that's all I've been looking forward to, since Wednesday, since Bible study. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be close to him. You know what I mean? I want to stay connected to him. I want to, you know what I mean? Just be in his presence, be in his house. You know what I mean? It just means a lot for me to be in his house. So, anyway, I got out the car and I just started walking. You know what I mean? Because she was just like getting on my nerves, irritate me a little bit. Because she was moving in slow motion, you know what I mean? Knowing that we was trying to be at church, you know, be ready by 9:30 to hit this highway to be at church at 10. You know what I mean? How's it 9:45 and you still not ready? And we done been at Planet Fitness since 8 o'clock this morning. Like, you only 100 pounds soaking wet. Like, I was just like, I just wanted to drag her, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Or either leave her, you know what I mean? But none of that is God, like, you know what I mean? And I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't even say anything, you know, although on the inside I was boiling. I had a whole lot to say, you know what I mean? But I'm learning to keep my mouth shut and fix my face, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I got out the car and I took that walk, you know what I mean? And I was talking to God, like, and just explaining to him how I felt, you know what I mean? How important it was for me to be in his house, you know what I mean? And letting him know everything that I wanted to do, you know what I mean? You know, that's pleasing to me for him, you know what I mean, in his eyes, you know what I mean. This is something that I felt strongly about for once, you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean, I'm trying to be committed to you, God, you know what I mean, and to doing good and to changing my ways, you know what I mean. And it's like the devil is still blocking me, you know what I mean, on the simplest things, you know what I mean, as far as just taking a shower. Like I said, it took my daughter an hour and 45 minutes to take a shower. Please help me make that make sense, Lord. You know what I mean? That's what I'm asking him. You know what I mean? And then when I finally, okay, fix it in my mind, it's okay, I can't go to the church that I really want to go to, you know what I mean, but at least I can go to this church, you know what I mean. It's closer. Gas wise, I just put my last $10 in it, in the tank, you know what I mean, and barely got a little over a fourth of a tank, you know. So maybe taking that long trip to that other church, you know what I mean, wasn't a thing to do, you know, wasn't a wise thing to do. So okay, so I'm gonna go to this church, you know what I mean. But then when I got to going on them circles, I'm just like, Lord, you know what I mean? Like, what? You know what I mean? You seen me. I just been riding around in the same area for 45 minutes and have not seen this church yet. And I know that it's here. I done been here too many times. You know, I volunteered here. I've did fundraisers here. Like, I know it's here. You know, like, where is it? You know what I mean? I'm not understanding. You know what I mean? I done put it in my daughter's GPS, Lord. Like, what? You know what I mean? And I begin to break down, like, Lord, you know, just help me. Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Why does it have to be so hard when we trying to do our best by you? You know what I mean? I don't understand why it got to be so hard. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? My daughter, she ends up pulling up, talking about some she got to go to the bathroom. So I was just like, okay, you know what I mean? So I get in a car and you know, I take her to the McDonald's to the bathroom while she's in there in the bathroom, you know, I'm in the car listening to my praise music, you know what I mean, feeling his spirit, you know what I mean. Like, he was letting me know, you know what I mean, that no matter where I am, you know what I mean, he's always with me. He had to remind me of that, although I know this, but he really, like, came into my soul, you know what I mean, came into my spirit, came into my body, you know what I mean, and I felt him through the songs, you know what I mean. And he basically was like, Gina, it's okay, even if you don't make it, it's okay. I know your heart, it's okay. But at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure you get there, boo. You know what I mean? But I need you to be ready to receive, you know what I mean? Like, and hear me, you know what I mean? And all of this rushing, you ain't got to do to be with me, you know what I mean? You ain't got to rush and be with me. You ain't got to speed off and you ain't got to hurry. I'm not going nowhere, Gina. You know what I mean? That's what he basically, I feel like he was trying to get me to understand, you know what I mean? That no matter what, he not going nowhere. He not going to leave me, you know what I mean? And everything that he got for me is going to still be there, you know what I mean, when I get there, you know. So it was just a lot of emotions this morning, you know what I mean. But I ended up thanking him, you know what I mean, for coming and meeting me where I was at in the car, you know what I mean. Thanking him for everything that he was about to do for me, everything that he done for me already, you know what I mean, everything that he's brought me out of, everything that I lived through. Like, I was supposed to be dead right now, you know what I mean. I almost did 70 into a whole live truck like 2 days ago, you know what I mean. And not even 2 days ago, but yesterday, you know what I mean. Like, I did not see that stop sign for nothing, you know what I mean? And the truck was flying so hard, you know, and I was flying, like, And I just missed him. You know what I mean? By the time my car stopped, I was in the middle of the road. And even the truck stopped because he just knew he was hit too. You know what I mean? And my light flashed. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. You know what I mean? So I had to thank him for that. You know what I mean? For the opportunity to live, to come to church. You know what I mean? And that was him too telling me, slow down. You know what I mean? Pay attention, you know what I mean? So I am, you know what I mean? I'm paying attention to him. I'm slowing down. I'm just focused on him. I was just excited and overly excited at this new walk with him. You know what I mean? This new try at being, you know what I mean, the best God-fearing woman that I can. You know what I mean? The best positive influence that I can be for my daughter even. You know what I mean? So in everything, give thanks, for this is his will for us. So we just need to thank him for every little thing, even the things that go wrong. You know what I mean? Like today, like I said, the church, I didn't go to the church I wanted to go to, but at the end of the day, I thank him for taking me to the one that he did take me to. You know what I mean? I thank him for not having me hit that truck. You know what I mean? I just thank him for my life, period. You know what I mean? And my daughter's life.